G'day everybody. Well, I've got a bit of a question on DLP televisions, specifically being the light generators that are in them. They work a lot differently to normal projection sets. And a while ago, I know some of my original subscribers will remember a video I did on pulling apart the light engine that was out of an LG DLP television set. It was just the light engine, since I didn't have time to fully strip down the rest of the casing. But out of it came a high intensity discharge quartz arc lamp, or quartz xenon arc lamp is what this is, and with an accompanying electronic ballast. Basically what my question is can I actually get this to run completely independent of the rest of the light engine, or do I need another series of inputs? This is the actual electronic ballast that came with it. There's the part number. It's made by Osram, whether that's any use to anyone or not. But it's got a little surge arrestor, which is pretty much crucial to something like this, considering these lamps can turn into bombs if they're overvolted. But you've got a big reflector, and then there's your actual xenon lamp inside there. If you can see it, it's a bit hard to try on video without the reflection, but you get the idea. And then you've got this, I'm guessing those will be filters. I'm not sure what those transistors will be doing there, whether that's what they actually are or not. But then you got some more that are on this heatsink here. It just looks like an electronic ballast from any halogen lighting power supply. But that's your input up the top here. It's obviously DC, going by the positive and negative that's on it. And then it must be going through. It's got 450 volt cap at 47 microfarads, so I'm guessing that'll be a filter. Although, you know, they always go above the recommended voltage for caps, just so that you don't blow them up. But it's got this other tiny little board here that's on the side, which I'm guessing might be some kind of controller, and it may actually kill any hopes of trying to get this thing to work again. But the important thing I want to know is, what are the input voltages, and what are the other requirements I need in order to get this thing to work? Because I know it's going to need cooling, because these things run at about 500-600 degrees Celsius, if not even hotter. They're a very high powered lamp. They throw out enough light to be able to burn a hole in a plaster wall. As you remember from photonic inductions, really big xenon arc lamps that he's messed around with. But this is essentially the same thing, it's just a lot smaller. But I don't know what I'll use it for if I do get it running. I might be able to make a really nice high-powered spotlight with it, or a torch or something. Put a big Fresnel lens on the front to focus the beam out and use it pretty much like a giant laser pointer. But yeah, if anybody knows how I can actually get this running, or either with this or completely independent of it, let me know, because I'm actually interested in trying to get this working. I believe from the videos I've seen on these, it's 2000 volts to strike an arc, and then it drops down to 50 volts, which is the running power for this thing. But when I pulled that television apart, I basically boxed up every single component from it, because when I read online about the how much spare parts for these cost, I kind of freaked out a bit and immediately packed up and desiccated every single component. There's the main power supply there. If I can uncover that a bit, it's just fairly straightforward switch mode power supply. There's lots of ferrite suppression chokes on it and other stuff. There's heat sinks. There's the aluminium clamps for the actual DLP processor, which is in here. This is all the really fragile stuff from it. You got the colour wheel here, and you got prisms, filtering lenses, And there's the actual processor, which I'll do you a nice close-up of that while I've got it out. If it will do it, it might be... There we go. There's your that's your actual processor. That puts a little image on it, and then the light from this going through all of the prisms and the color wheel hits this, and that's what reflects the image onto the Fresnel lens that's on the front of the screen. But I believe these do have a high gold content. Not that it's actually worth trying to scrap these. There's not enough to be bothered with, but you get the idea. Very nice piece of equipment. But yeah, the bit I'm mainly focused on is whether I can get this lamp to work or not. So yeah, if anybody's got any questions, comments below would be really nice. And yeah, if I can figure out a way to get it working, I'll definitely do a video on it and show you this thing's power. Thanks for watching.